Architects are the most technical of the artistic professions. We're supposed to design something that is supposed to be a piece of art where people can actually live in it, people can actually walk inside. We are artists. Meu nome é Danilo, eu sou do Rio de Janeiro, Brasil, e eu estou aqui fostering partners. I see Brazil as one of the most open-minded places when it comes to architecture. It's very diverse as well. Brazil is a combination of different people from many other countries. And I think when you put that together, it just becomes this soup of creativity. My father, he was always very hands-on in fixing things around the house. I always loved to help him as well. Even when I was a kid, I was there, just experiencing these little things about construction and form building. I always loved to draw. I was part of this drawing contest. I ended up winning the contest. My cousin, who was an architect, came to me and said, "You have what it takes to become an architect," and that stuck to me. Studying architecture made me change quite a lot, but it also made me realize that we need to go out there and see what's out there. That's the only way you can fully experience a different culture. We're designers and we design buildings around the world. And if we want to do that in the best way possible, we need to go out there and see how people live. You shouldn't rely on your own culture. You should just go out there. And when I had the opportunity to live abroad, I just took it. I'm fortunate enough to live very close to the office, so I cycle here. And coming to the office every day is honestly, a joy. And I feel like here, you're exposed to pretty much everything. I think overall, it's all about the sense of community and the sense of belonging in a way. The hub is probably the most enjoyable place in the office where we can actually sit down, nice, sofas, and I'm getting slightly old, so I start to appreciate a good seat. Studio 6, I like the open space. It is also an open space where people pin up projects. So sometimes you look at stuff going on and you just go like, okay, so I can use this in my project. It just feels like every day is a new day because I never know what's going to happen next week. But I also have my, my other hobbies. Like I did have a band. We played together for a couple of years. It turns out that I think I became a better architect than I am a musician. My way of designing is always considering the location of the building and what's around the building, always being respectful to the environment as well. Every building should be designed for people. I think the architecture should be the middle ground and be this thing that actually brings people together. I grew up in this one single place from the very poor to the very rich. I don't like to just think that I'm designing a building that it's going to be another building. I think it's going to change people's lives. I'm here because I love it. It's because I like what I do. It was essentially because of how my parents raised me. They always wanted me to be creative, and they gave me these toys and Legos and blocks. I grew up designing buildings, but I never knew. Every time I'm here drawing and solving a puzzle or whatever, an interface for work, it's just something that I used to do when I was 5 years old and playing with my Legos. So, yeah, it's love, yeah.